all I wanted to really get into this video is about my top 10 future goals, the things that I actually want to accomplish for my business wise. And I want to get that out into the air. I want to get it out into the world. I want people to hear it, because that's what will ultimately hold me accountable to achieving. You know, somebody, hey, I thought you said you wanted to. That's exactly what I said, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I want to put it out there. So that's basically the importance of this video for me, is me putting my goals out there. And then I'll touch on some, some spirituality. I'm not a super religious person, the Bible thumper and things like that, but we're spiritual beings at the end of the day, and we're having a physical human experience. And once you understand that, then you kind of can fall in line, and you can have anything out here that it is that you desire. So here goes my top 10 future business goals, the accomplishments that I want to accomplish. And when I wrote this out, when I looked at it, those first 3, maybe 4, I can probably do this year, coming up, right? So like I say, right now, this is December of 2022. That's when I'm actually recording this video. The first 3 or 4, I could probably get to these in the, first half of 2023. So that's what I'm looking to accomplish. So number 1, and I put these in order of what I feel easiest to toughest to achieve. So number 1, create my first 3 streams of income. And that's, I'll have a real estate stream, a business stream, and an online stream from some type of online income. Now, with the real estate, and I'll get to that shortly, but with the real estate, I've done one fix and flip. So I've done one fix and flip, and then me and my business partner have purchased a 2-flat. We're in the process of rehabbing now. So that's underway. Then I'll have to accomplish some type of business income, and then an online income. I'm all about multiple streams of income. If one portion is down, then the other streams can be up, so you never really stop your flow. Number 2, I want to retire, me and my fiance, by December of 2023. We work outside, we work in construction. I'm not trying to do any more Chicago winters. I'm in Chicago, and winters are kind of brutal, when you're speaking about working outside. Granted, we haven't had like super bad winters. You get a week or 2 with some snow, but it gets cold. And when you're outside working in them elements like that, I'm not trying to do any more Chicago winters working outside. I want to be able to retire me and retire my fiance and live off of the income streams that we've produced, like I've stated before. Number 3, I want to turn my yearly income into my new monthly income. So currently I'm making around $100,000 a year, give or take. More gives, maybe like around 110, 115, but just evening it out. 100,000 a month, flat across the board. I want to turn that yearly income into my new monthly income. I want to be able to make that in a month. Number 4, become an accredited investor. Accredited investor, basically, you is someone that has $250,000 of income, and I believe they have to make that for like 2 years, or $1 million net worth minus your primary residence. So basically, it's certain things, and I didn't learn this until I read Rich Dad Poor Dad some years back. It's certain things that you're not even allowed to invest in unless you're an accredited investor. Because I guess the way the SEC looks at it is they don't want, people that aren't savvy to lose their life savings by somebody selling them a dream. So you have to be an accredited investor in order to invest in certain things. I want to be able to have that as soon as I can get it. If I can accomplish that in the next year, 2 years, then that's what I plan on doing. Number 5, become a best-selling author. I got a couple of books, manuscripts that I've been tinkering around with. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Number 6, become a world-class speaker. That's my ultimate goal. in life is to help other people by showing them what I've learned over the years. And I just want to become a world-class speaker, get up in front of thousands of people, speak to them, and help them to achieve their goals. That's a Zig Ziglar quote, you know, that I just keep in the front of my mind. You can have anything in this life that you desire if you help enough other people get what it is that they desire. You know, I paraphrased it, but that's ultimately my goal. I want to be able to, if I helped enough other people get what it is that they want, then I can have what I want. You know, that's that law of reciprocation. So number 7, I want to become an elite real estate investor and a businessman. So I want to own multiple successful businesses, you know, in various niches. You know, is it niche or niche? But yeah, I want to become an elite real estate investor and businessman, owning multiple successful businesses in various niches. And I want to have 1,000 doors of cash flow in real estate. You know, whether that's 1,000 self-storage doors or 1,000 commercial apartment doors, or a combination of both, or some 2 flats and 4 flats, 10 flats, doesn't really matter to me. I just want to accumulate those numbers. But ultimately, I want to move up to the bigger apartments because it's less work on the back end of it. You know, you the front end, you're doing the same work, whether it's a 100 unit or whether it's a 2 unit in terms of getting your numbers, but then you have to actually do your due diligence, and then that's where it increases if you're talking about walking through each unit and things of that nature. So, but I only have to do it once. If I go get a 100 unit, I only have to do that one time. Whatever work goes into it, you do that one time and you have 100 doors, versus if I bought 10 doors, I would have to go through that process 10 times, 10 closings, you know, 10. It's just a little more work doing it on a smaller scale in order to accumulate bigger numbers, because the economies of scale, you know, is in your favor. Conversely, the self-storage is less headache in terms of dealing with tenants. You don't deal with tenants. You deal with storage units. Somebody puts something in it, lock it up, and they leave, and they go back and forth however often they need to. They're not calling you for toilets and things of that nature, or you're calling your company that you have to property manage for you. You know, because I'm not managing all that stuff myself. Me or my partner. Number 8, become an elite fundraiser of private investors. Anything that you're trying to do is going to take money. Whether you want to run a business, whether you want to buy real estate, whether you want to invest, whatever it is, it's going to take money. If you're using your own money out of your pocket, you can only grow so far because you're limited to the amount of money that you have access to within your own account. But if you're raising private money, there's no limit to what you can do at one time. We can have 3 or 4 different purchases at the same time because it expands further than our own pocketbooks. So that is a huge key in order when you're talking about building wealth. Number 9, I want to be able to donate $1 million to charity in 1 year. I'm big on that. That is a huge goal that I'm trying to achieve. So if I'm able to donate $1 million, and let's say if I'm donating 10% of my income, then where does that put my income? You know what I'm saying? So that's absolutely what I'm on. I want to be able to. Now, I don't know if I'm going to. I doubt if I just give 1 million to one place. More than likely, it'll be, 100,000 to 10 different places. That's probably what it'll be. So, but that's my goal in 1 year, to be able to donate $1 million. And then lastly, I want to have a $24 million net worth. That's $2 million a month, which is a step up from the 100,000 a month. That's my first goal. That's what I want to attain now. That'll get me and my lady retired. Yeah, I can retire before that, but you understand what I'm saying. That 100,000 a month, I'm good, and I'm able to make moves, and I'm able to scale and grow. Whichever income streams that I have going, I can grow and scale those when I'm making 100,000 a month. And if it's semi-passive, that's even better. So what passive income is I'm not actually getting up having to exchange work hours. So now if I get paid per hour, in order for me to get paid, I have to actually go work 8 hours a day, 10 hours, 12 hours. If I'm making it passive, that's something I just do on the front end, and I can get paid passively. That money is working for me as it goes through. And like when I'm thinking about that online income, I want that to be something I don't want to have to take care of the fulfillment. So if let's say if it's physical e-commerce and somebody purchases a t-shirt or whatever, I don't want to have to be the one to pack the t-shirt up and send it in the mail. I want to be able to outsource that. I don't want to have to deal with the customer service end of it. I want to be able to outsource that. I want that online stream to be more passive. Now the business income and the real estate income, I can see me working in those, but even that is working at a minimal, so on the real estate side, I'll be, having a property management company sending me reports every Monday. And I look over the reports, and that lets me know the vacancies, that lets me know the expenses, the income, and I can adjust and see what's up, what's down, and trying to keep the numbers where they need to be, keeping the property occupied at a high rate, 95% occupancy. Business, same thing. You have an actual person running the day-to-day operations. If you are the bottleneck in your business, you cannot scale. If you're the person that has to do all of the work in it, it's only 24 hours in a day. It's only so much you can do. So you have to be able to delegate and let other people manage different pieces for you, and then you manage the managers. That's the ultimate goal. But like I say, that online stream, I want to be able to make that as hands-off as possible, as automated and as residual as possible, and as passive as possible. And like I say, that's where I'm at with my top 10 list. So now, like I said, full disclosure, I'm not a millionaire right now. I'm not a guru. I'm not trying to, like I'm preaching to you or teaching you. I'm giving you my story. I'm giving you my journey as I'm going through it. Hopefully it's something in there you can see and you can learn from. So like I say, right now I'm in December of 2022. As of December in 2022, what I've accomplished on the investment side, I've completed one fix and flip, and I'm gonna shoot a video on it and show you, what the property looked like before, what it looked like after, the numbers, the kind of the money I made on it, and things of that nature. I'll shoot a video on that. I'm also going to shoot a video on the 2-flat that we purchased, which me and my business partner Sean, we're in the process of rehabbing right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at with what I've done so far. So that real estate income portion of it, I'm in the beginning phase of that. So that's where I am right now. So anything that you see that I've done as we go forward after that point, that's all new, and that's all been done since I've recorded this first video. So that's that full disclosure. So again, let me move this. So if you want to take this journey with me, I would suggest that the very first thing that you do is you have to declare what it is that you want. That goes back to that mindset portion. And analogy I like to use is, if you had a cruise ship and that cruise ship was getting ready to pull out of port, it has to have a destination of where it's going, or where would you set your GPS to go. You can't just throw darts in the air at nothing. You have to actually be shooting for something. That's the key. State what it is that you want. If you want to make $100,000 in this next year, if you want to start your first business, if you want to make $1 million, whatever your goal is, generational wealth, you have to state it. You have to state it, and you have to write it down and make it a real thing. Now your subconscious mind has something to shoot for. It's working for you in the background, and it's going to bring what I call as pro. It's going to bring the people, the resources, and the opportunity to you that you need in order to fulfill that. And you don't have to know every inch of the plan. You don't have to know how you're going to get from point A to point B. All you have to know is what point B is. I want to get there, because there is a place. That's an actual destination. It's a place. All you have to do is just know that that's where you want it to go. And knowing that's where you want to go, it's just like driving. If I'm in Chicago, if I was trying to drive to Florida, I can't see the entire stretch of road from Chicago to Florida. All I can see is whatever I could see in my vision, whether that's a mile, whether that's half a mile, if I'm in fog, whether that's 30 feet in front of me. That's all I need to see. That's all I need to see, because as I move another 30 feet, I get another 30 feet of clearance in front of me that I can see. And doing that, I'll eventually get to Florida 30 feet at a time. So don't get bogged down by, man, how would I make $1 million? How would I? It doesn't matter. You don't need to know the how. All you need to know is the what it is that you want to do, and just get started. Take the first step. That's all you need to see, is that much in front of you to the next necessary step. When you get there, then everything is going to adjust. And like I say, the people, the resources, and opportunities will start to show up to you. And that's how you'll continue to go. Your next step will be laid out for you. And basically that's it. At the end of the day, I'm just here to spark that thought. That's all I want to do. I want to spark that thought in you to help you to get to whatever it is that you want to get to. And I want to give you the keys to the doors that's going to open whatever doors it is that you want. It's just up to you to walk through them. That's it. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. And if you like this video, if you got anything out of it, hopefully you did. Go ahead and hit the like button. Share it with somebody else. It's good if you had another like-minded person that you can kind of team up with. It'll make your journey that much better. Like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be dumping a lot more content on this channel, and it's going to be some real good stuff in there. Some stuff that I know you can learn from. So, hey, Lynn Sanford, Reprogram the Game, signing out.